One of the best things about Borderlands games is that feeling you get when you see a golden beam pop up out of an enemy or a chest, and these are my top 5 legendary farming spots in Borderlands 3.
Let's get started already! Number 5!
Starting us off at number 5 is Amach in Curse Haven in the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC. Now, I know what you're going to say, I don't have the DLC. Well, don't worry, numbers 3 through 1 will be all non-DLC items. So if you don't own any DLC, go ahead and jump down to number 3. There are timestamps so you can do so real quick and easy. Now, if you've been watching my quest for the God Roll Anarchy, then you've probably seen this enemy spitting out upwards of 8 legendary drops at once. Well, using the Schluter artifact from the Welcome to Pandora vault card, which does require the Director's Cut or Season Pass 2, you can get Amach to loot Splode. Now, he won't drop too many base game items, but I have gotten multiple cut purse launch pads, Moxie's endowments with bonus XP rolls, and several great random drops from the surrounding enemies in this area, including a boomsicle and even a ×2 shreddifier. Amach's dedicated drop is the Unseen Threat, which is a solid Jacob sniper rifle, but he will also regularly drop the Old God Shield, the Anarchy shotgun, and the Insider shotgun, all of which are some of the strongest in their class in the game.
Okay, here we are at number 4!
At number 4 is the Handsome Jackpot. A full run through this map will have you fight Loco Chantel, Freddy, and Jackbot the Jackpot. Then you get to unlock a treasure room, and as a bonus you can get loot loaders to spawn from these chests around the room as well. Loco Chantel drops all of the DLC 1 class mods and the Nukem rocket launcher, as well as some other odds and ends from the DLC on occasion. Freddy will drop the auto aim sniper, but also tends to drop a lot of random loot as well. The Jackbot at the end will drop all of the DLC 1 class mods and most of the DLC 1 weapons that can world drop from that DLC as well. Jackbot is absolutely the best source for Zane's Seeing Dead class mod, as you can sometimes get as many as 5 class mods at once from him. The treasure room has also yielded me some decent drops on occasion as well.
Number 3!
Coming in at number 3 is the Agonizer in the Guts of Carnivora on Pandora. This base game boss is known for giving a good bit of loot even without the Schluter. Bring a strong corrosive weapon with you like a Sandhawk, Trevinator Beacon, Boogeyman, or Gargoyle, or whatever you got. You want to kill him quickly enough that he does not take a commercial break, because that will slow this farm down dramatically. The Agonizer drops some very impressive loot like the White Elephant artifact, the Backburner launcher, the Crater's EMP5, and several other items. But he also drops a lot of random base game world drops. I've gotten quite a few face punchers, hellwalkers, lyudas, and other weapons here, as well as the occasional odd class mod. It's a quick and easy boss with the bonus of having a vending machine right by the save station so you can refill ammo and sell junk to maximize your cash. Agonizer will also drop a fair bit of iridium as well.
Number 2!
At number 2, the True Trials bosses in the Proving Grounds, which is base game content, no DLC needed. Everything I listed before this point was an enemy that's fairly easy to kill quickly for loot, but this entry to the list is not for those that have a weak build. The True Trials bosses are basically raid bosses, plain and simple. They have raid level health, raid level damage, and if you can't handle that, then good news, you can do the Trials maps without toggling the switch and still get some great loot. Without the True Trials difficulty enabled, you will need to finish a run within 5 minutes to get legendary items from the final chest, so keep that in mind. However, the boss will have 2 dedicated drops into the loot pool, and you have a 100% chance that they will drop one of those 2 items. Now keep in mind, finishing each of these Proving Grounds quickly, even without the True Trials difficulty switch enabled, will give you a chest with a higher chance at artifacts and class mods, making this one of the best base game methods for getting the Cut Purse Launchpad, Icebreaker Victory Rush, great Minesweepers, Bounty Hunters, Executors, Phase Zerkers, and more. A chance at loot like that for a 5-minute run through mob heavy maps is a great way to score loot and feel rewarded for it. Now, flipping that switch at the beginning though, things get even more rewarding. If you have a build strong enough to kill raid level versions of each of those Trials bosses, then some of the loot that you can land includes the Flipper and Chaosin from the Arbalest, Lucky 7 and Lob from the Skag of Survival, the Sickle and Skullmasher from the Tink of Cunning, including potentially a Boomsicle, the Monarch and Replay from the Sarah of Supremacy, the Tizzy and the Backburner from the Tyrant of Instinct, and the Convergence and Maggie from the hardest of them all, the Hag of Fervor. Each True Trials boss loot chest is guaranteed to have legendary items no matter how quickly you finish their trial, but you do need to defeat the boss to open it. If you need a good build to help you beat them, then check out my builds in the description of this video or via the card at the top right of your screen right now.
Honorable mention.
For the honorable mention, I'm going to have to go with Vila Ultraviolet in the Cartels map. From the main menu, just enable the Cartels mission. This is included with the base game. Then go talk to Maurice in Sanctuary to begin the mission. Gather gather up the coordinates dropped by dead cartel thugs, head back to Sanctuary, enter the portal, and go to Vila Ultraviolet. The best places to gather the coordinates, in my opinion, are the Scrap Trap Nest in DLC 1, the Handsome Jackpot DLC inside of the Compactor map, or do a run through Athena's, Carnivora, Voracious Canopy, any other map that you prefer. Once you enter Vila Ultraviolet, you can actually hunt down and kill all the sub-bosses on the map for a shot at their drops. Head to each extremity of the map to find them all, and then drop down into Joey's arena at the end to battle 2 more alongside Joey himself, who can drop all of the cartel loot. However, if you want to repeat this map over and over without having to refarm for the coordinates for Maurice each time, then leave Joey alive, kill all the minions, and save and quit. When you load back in, all the cartel enemies will be alive back in the various locations. This farm will net you not only some amazing loot like the needle gun, OPQ system, yellow kick, no pew pew, fish slap grenade, grease trap if you're a clone Zane main, but you can also get a ton of iridium here as well. Scattered all over the map are piles of iridium that you can shoot or punch to bust open, even in Joey's arena as well.
And finally, here we are at number 1.
Finally, at number 1, the Slaughter Shaft. Now, this shouldn't be any surprise to anybody, but what might surprise you is the cool trick that I have for refarming the final round over and over to score easy 500 iridium and a chance at a super stratifier. Now, first, let me say that most of the legendary loot that you're going to get in the Slaughter Shaft is not going to be pieces of gear that will make or break your build, but there are some diamonds in the rough occasionally. If nothing else, this is a great way to find and try out pieces of gear that you maybe never gave a shot before. That said, the final boss has several drops making this worth it, including the Shreddifier, the Butcher, the Zeetsev's Eruption, which is one of the best debuff items in the game, and also the Tina's Hippity Hopper. The Raging Titan has a 25% chance to drop each of those 4 items and always drops 500 iridium upon death. Now, to farm that 5th and final round repeatedly, you'll need to leave at least 1 enemy alive besides Titan before you kill Titan. Then, once you kill him, grab the iridium drop, check his loot, and then fast travel out to the main area of the Slaughter Shaft near the vendors. Do not leave the map or save and quit. Now, when you go back in, click the switch, you get to restart round 5 over again. The arena is going to be filled with the legendaries. Rejoice. So that's my top 5 legendary farming spots updated for 2022. If you enjoyed this video and you want more Borderlands content, then hit the subscribe button, tap the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video, click that like button down there to help out the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.